What up? And hello! Hey, happy Tuesday. The worst day of the week. So far from Friday. Am I right? Rough. How's it going? I am trying some new stream settings, so bear with me if the video quality has lessened. I'm really trying to combat the glitchiness where I'm like getting chopped up. I want the picture clear, but I also don't want the stream being completely destroyed every time my computer starts fucking speeding up. So, that being said, let's see how it looks. I'm looking at my phone, as you can see. It's kind of hard to hide. Let's see how it looks. There's quite a lag. Alright. Well, it's not that bad. It's still a pretty clear picture. FPS is steady, 60. I basically lowered the bit rate, so it should be kind of shittier. And I also changed something else. What else did I change? I changed I made sure the server is coming from Chicago. Wait, shit. Chicago? The right one? Uh-oh. I might have messed up. Is there a Detroit? A Detroit server? Uh-oh. Well, too late now. I'm already gone. Chicago's doing alright. What else did I do? I changed... Yeah, bitrate I changed. I changed the rescale output. I went a little bit less quality from 32 samples to 16 samples. Still seems to be okay. I mean, I can't really help CPU. That's just how hard the computer's running. But it does seem to not be making much of an effect, so that's what I want. I just don't want it to completely lag. And as long as my bitrate stays around 2000 and my FPS stays between 40 and 60, we should be good. Well, happy day. It looks like my follower count re-updated. Yeah, for some reason it's weird. I got a new follower, right? And it went down to 19 instead of 21. And then, but when I checked it, and I thought like, oh shit, I just, I must have lost a couple of followers or whatever, because that happens. As, I don't know, bots or whoever give up. And I tried, after the stream, I was just checking out the analytics and stuff, and it said that I had 21 followers. I'm like, oh shit, okay. And then, yeah, I got a few more. Welcome, anybody new watching this after the fact. I am Scavi Adrian. If you have found me via LinkedIn, then welcome. This is my website. This is a WordPress website. I am a WordPress programmer. Been doing it for about 16 years and been a web developer for 20. Worked for companies like Disney and Warner Brothers, Universal, Beachbodies, Investors.com, bunch of major, massive WordPress websites and companies that are using WordPress at an enterprise level. Been on small teams, large teams, startups, billion-dollar corporations. I've had many bosses. I've been a boss. I've dealt with QA. I've dealt with product, everything. I've done freelance. Did freelance for years. Worked jobs off Craigslist. Worked, rando jobs I got off LinkedIn. And went door to door in my local area. I literally walked around local businesses in Burbank at one point when my freelance business was kind of like slowing down. I went to flower shops. I went to small cafes and barbecue places, and I handed out my business card and said, hey, you need a website? I really market your company or whatever, and or hey, do you not like your current website? Would you like an upgrade? Blah blah blah. And yeah, man, I mean, it's a hustle out there. But the key to being successful in web development is keep going. Don't slow down. It's gonna work. The work is out there. You just have to find it. And the great thing about web development is it's a snowball. Very rare do you go through super hot streaks where you just work a bunch of websites and then it just goes completely dark and blank. That happens with some people. It's mostly because of their own schedule, and their reliance on the companies that they're working for at first, and they kind of just like give up on keeping that working. But what I mean by it really happens is because once you have a big backlog in your resume of things that a company you've worked for and the amount of things you've done for them, that's when you can land stable jobs. But remember, when you're trying to get jobs, specifically in the US, and you're from another country, this should pique your interest, especially if you're coming from my LinkedIn. The key is to find stable jobs, and stable I mean full-time work. Contracting, sure, but you're part of the team. You're part of the web team. You're part of the dev team, right? The way to land those American jobs is to have a backlog of work that you have done. I'm not talking about a portfolio website. I'm telling you right now, nobody looks at those. Who looks at those are small businesses. It's great for that. It's great for the mom and pop shops that need a website, or the new fashion, girl who thinks she can make fashion, fast fashion on her own and needs a website, a store or whatever. Like, that's great. They look at your portfolio because they want to see work that you've done. Be like, oh, can you make one? If you want to get a stable full-time job, US-based company, you need to have low salary expectations to start, and you need to have a proven track record of working long-term commitments with a company. Okay? So you can't be doing these month-long projects. Even if you have 1,000 month-long projects, they're going to do this. Scroll. Come on, we need to find 2 to 3 years. You know what I mean? Now, if you worked long-term contracts with a company, you've been doing it for years, you've been doing maintenance for them, you probably built up a decent list of things you've done for that company, put that on your resume. Long term. Nobody wants to see your one website you built for a company. Nobody wants to see that landing page you built for home curtains, rs.com. That's cool. Yeah. You know who that benefits? That benefits you, because you have those skills now. That's all it is. All those little jobs you've been working in freelance has been practice for the real job. Okay? And the practice is only benefiting you skill-wise. It's not benefiting your potential to get full-time jobs or to get stable contracting jobs, which is 40 hours a week, and not a minimum of a 12-month contract. Because you know what happens when you have a 12-month contract? It's a forever contract. Okay? If you get hired to a place for a 6-month contract, so I'm talking less than a 12-month, 8-month is pushing it, but 6-month contract, then they are not going to keep you on forever. If they say 6 months with the potential for more, it might not even last 6 months. I'm just telling you based off of experience how that works. And you've probably been through it too. If you've been doing freelance for over a year or two, then you know. 6 months is usually 3 months, because you get your shit done and they're like, oh good, we don't have anything else. Maybe we'll call you back in 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, whatever. So remember, 1, your little projects, your little jobs, your money makers, the things that are keeping you afloat freelance wise, those are for you. Those aren't for your future jobs. Those are for you and your future little jobs. Your one-offs. Your fixing restyles, accessibility, adding a GDPR banner to a website because they need that now. Those one-off jobs that you get from Upwork or whatever, Fiverr, Craigslist. I'm always going to say Craigslist because I love Craigslist jobs. Gigs. Craigslist gigs. That's where the money is. Fast cash. Everyone always asks me, like, how can I make some money really quick? Go to Craigslist. Go to gigs. Go to computer jobs. Stupid shit on there. Thousands of dollars. Yeah. So, little gigs beget little gigs. They build your skill. They build your portfolio, which again is for you and for other little gigs. But if you're going to be getting a job, a full-time contracting job, or a full-time salary job, shit, or a full-time job, with an agency, they're looking at your long-term gigs, your long-term contracting jobs, how you handle, being kept on for a long time. Did the client like you enough to keep you on for months? Did the client, were you able to communicate with the client and get a really good reference from them? You did a couple years of work with them and then something changed for the company, Maybe they couldn't afford you. Maybe they went another way. Maybe they went with an agency and, you were no longer needed. Whatever. They're a great reference for you because you've been working for them for a long time. And they can give a confident answer about your skill set, how you interact, how you communicate. You know what I mean? Your timeliness, that kind of stuff. You're not going to get any of that feedback from a 2-week project, a 1-month project. And then you're not going to get those full-time jobs because they can't trust that you can handle a full-time job. You know, they think you're just bouncing around life. And I can tell you, with all the experience in the world dealing with HR and hearing them, you know, and doing hiring and all that kind of stuff, I know this is what they look at. Even if your hiring manager is like, oh shit, I love this guy's portfolio website, I love the sites he's built, or she, and I love he or she's, you know, skill set. Those are the exact languages we need. That's the exact, you know, experience that we need. HR is going to go in there. They're going to see you never worked a full-time job longer than 6 months. And they're going to be like, he can't be trusted, or she can't be trusted. They're going to be, you know, they're going to hang around for a little bit and they're going to get stir crazy and go jump off and do freelancing gigs. So, best advice I can give you, if you want to get a US-based full-time job or full-time contracting or salary job, try to find the contracting gigs that you have worked or your freelancing gigs you have worked that are long-term, and fill your resume with those. Do not clutter your resume with 40 clients that you did one-off little jobs for. Agencies are great. Not as good as direct client, but I mean, if you've been working at an agency for years, it's better than nothing. It might get your foot in the door. Might just be for an associate engineer position or just a straight software engineer position. No matter how many years you've been doing it, you know. I've seen people that have worked in the WordPress programming world for 20 years come in and not get basic software engineering positions that were just full-time gigs because they never worked for more than 2 years for a company. Doesn't matter. Probably more skilled than the leads at the company. Doesn't matter. Because that's not the only thing that matters when it comes to a job, right? Communication, you know, speed of completion, able to decipher stakeholders' needs, acceptance criterias, working in agile environments, working in Jira, you know, using Slack, long-term relationships, mentoring other devs, you know. There's all these things that go into what makes a software engineer, you know, a senior. It's not just how many years you've been doing it and how many skills you have. That doesn't matter. And current experience really matters. If you worked for a company for a few years, but it was 5 years ago, it's got to be within the last 5 years. Yeah, it sucks. It's a hard thing to hit, especially if you're coming from another country where you either just got out of college, you just passed your certification for whatever trade school you got your training in, or maybe you've just been doing freelance work for Upwork or whoever else for a long time, and it's a hard bar to hit. Yeah, it took me a long time to get to a level where I could confidently walk into any company's door that's hiring and be like, you know, this is what I want. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I didn't go to college. I had no formal training. And it took a lot of little jobs to get to a point where the bigger dogs would hire me and give me a shot. And, you know, I couldn't be picky. I took whatever jobs, full-time jobs I could. I mean, it's a lot easier for me than somebody out of the country. If you have low salary expectations, which most US-based devs do not. But yeah, I had to work a lot of weird, shitty little jobs. Even after I worked for Warner Brothers, I went back down to square one. You know? When that contract ended, I had to go back to looking for new jobs. And, you know, I did a job here and there, but I ended up taking a gig for some random company in Hollywood. The Reconnection. I don't even think I put that on my resume. It was a 2-month job and I quit. I quit and I went straight into freelance again. That's how bad it was. And you know, I mean, the pay was shit, first of all. But I was like, whatever. I was willing to take low pay because I really had nothing else going on. And I was willing to, you know, just have a stable paycheck for a bit and work a couple jobs at the same time, keep the freelance stuff up, but yeah, it wasn't that worth it. On top of having to drive to Hollywood, which fucking don't do that. Even when I was living in Burbank, it was a 7-mile drive from my house to the company, and it took me 45 minutes most days, sometimes longer depending on, you know, if the Oscars were happening or some shit. Just driving by the Hollywood Bowl and fucking Hollywood Boulevard was just an ordeal. And I used to work in Hollywood, you know, as a professional piercer for years. And I know all the little side streets and tricks and tips and where to park and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't help. Traffic's traffic. Oh, man. I'm in a much better position now, traffic-wise, here in Michigan. Where traffic is if a car is on the road with you. If any other cars on the road, ugh, traffic. Even if they're moving fine. Good. Alright. Well, if anybody jumps on that needs advice, let's see what we got going on here. Oh, Seashell Studio. He is currently streaming. How is he? He can't be actually on, is he? Is this just a user list? I thought this was like currently who... Oh, they're users in the chat. So are you a user in the chat if you follow? I guess I don't understand how Twitch works like that. Because no, these aren't all my followers though. Oh wait, oh yeah. How is Seashell Studio in my user chat? Huh. Let me refresh. It's up to date. Cool. Alright. Well, this is me, Scavi Adrian. This is my book, Orbem. It's available on Amazon. You can get it in a audiobook, Kindle, or paperback versions. I have a mighty 48 ratings, 27 of which are 5-star. The rest are not. Do I wish the rest were 5-star? Yes, I do, but it's alright. It's doing alright. And Goodreads is keeping up. Got 39 ratings now. That's not bad. And book 2 is coming out July 1st. I'm telling you, guys. I turned in the book back to the editors for line editing and proofreading, and that was on the 14th. And I'm getting it back June 25th, I want to say. And let's see if I can pull this up. Bookshelf. And I have to, let me see here. Book details. I have to turn, by the way, this is the Kindle Direct Publishing dashboard. This is how you work with KDP to submit your books and, you know, all that kind of stuff. You have all this stuff to turn in, and it's part of a series. I have the description, blah blah blah. All your categories. Yeah, if you're trying to write a book and you have any questions about that, please feel free to, you know, hit me up. You can hit me up on my website. I have a contact form there. You can head up to Discord. Always looking for more Discord people. Check it out. June 27th. Before midnight. I have to turn this in by June 27th at midnight. That means, depending on what time I get it, June 25th, I have a day and a half maybe to finish all the typesetting, which is literally like putting the words into the book. And because I can't typeset until I have the final version of the book. That means I don't even have time to like read it fully before I have to turn it in. Meaning there is going to be some follow-up uploads, I have a feeling. The story's not going to change, but there's definitely going to be some things I'm going to want to change, I'm guessing, or things that are missed. There are about 18 pre-orders already, so I'm hoping that the editor does a really good job. Yeah, anyways, so that's the book. This is the video game. This is the video game based off the book. Orbem Explorer is based off of Orbem. The book series is called The Harmonian Chronicles. It's a 4-book series. I'm about halfway done, obviously, because book 2 comes out in a couple months, less than a couple months. Ooh. And I'm creating a standalone video game that follows the story, you know, which is great for me because I already have dialogue. I already have a basic story structure, proven to be fairly entertaining. And I got a shitload of characters and places. I've built a world, I built a universe, and fantasy creatures, and languages, and bad guys, you know, enemies. I've created, you know, I already have all this shit. So now it's just building the mechanics in order to express that stuff. And that's what I'm doing here. And where we left off, I finally pushed the basic mechanics to the stage site. This stage site is live. I had somebody on stream yesterday who wanted to know the website so that they could play it. And I don't know if they actually logged in or anything and played it, but this is live. I don't care. go ahead. This might... Ooh, actually, let's double check. This might even be... I need to not let people view this. That's not what I wanted. Reading. Discourage search engine shit. Okay. Should have done that a while ago. Alright. There was a new notification. Wait. Oh yeah, I know. SEO's bad if you're discouraging SEO. Duh. But I don't want you. Let's actually... Whatever, we'll leave it. Yeah. So the site is live. I wanted to build the actual game on a higher environment that's on the actual server, and not just the entire game on my local and then rebuild. Because honestly, first off, I have a buttload of test shit already on local, so this is like a clean slate where I can build each level one by one. But I also don't know what I need to develop, you know? I've been guessing a lot on like the menus and magic and the enemy mechanics and stuff, but like I don't even, you know, what if I don't need those types of enemies, or what if the magic mechanics don't work for the type of game that it is being built? So I'm building the game now, and I'm starting with level 1. Which is, you know, this is not level 1. See, look, I got the CEO pacing back and forth, ready to talk to me. And yes, it's actually really good to see some of the performance issues, which I've already come across. And I also need to make this a collision point, because you can't leave the office once you enter it. You gotta talk to him, and you gotta get through it. And then you end up in a completely different area. This is just like the intro. Teaches you the walking mechanics. I'll probably let you punch things, you know, like break plants and shit. I don't know. Just to try things out. Huh, how come up and down punching isn't good? Left and right's good. I don't know. So where we left it off was I need to create the ability for me to auto move the character. The character, Graham here, the main character. I need to be able to move him to specific areas based off of, you know, the cutscene at hand. So like right here, when he walks in the office, first off, when we last left off, I was creating a trigger point for the cutscene that would go across this entire area. So as soon as I walk close, he starts talking. So actually, that's where we left off. I completely forgot about that till just right now. So what I did was I added a bunch of new custom fields for Salverson here. And what is missing from my OBS screen? Something missing. Should see some custom fields show up here. Yes. We got that. We got that. Feature image showing up. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that my face is covering this. Oh, it looks like I have not closed my typesetting. Oh, well, here you go. You get to see what typesetting is. Check it out. This is typesetting. These graphics are from the old book. And, but the text here is from my most recent version of the new book. So you see, I'm literally building the book the way it's going to look in print and the ebook. You know, we're talking page numbers. We're talking these little header thingies that go at the top of the book to let you know the book name and shit. Talking about chapter headers and all that kind of stuff. So this is, you know, already set up for Myropelia, which is the name of book 2. Alright, so let's close this. I forgot I had InDesign running, because it's over here. Let's actually add this in the doc. Cool. This should close. Oh, let's also close Slack. I do not want that. Man, I didn't close anything. Well, hey, I mean, the computer's running fairly good for having those giant programs open. Should be better now, even. Okay. So, yes, let's do that so you can see. By the way, yeah, Seashell Studios. I like his setup. Like, he has all these boxes around him so that nothing's cut off. Like, I think this is cool. Like, I should have this, and then I should have something else above me. So, like, my screen is here, and then above me, I don't know, it could be chat or something. I mean, I already have chat show up above me, but I don't know. Maybe like the console, I can have that up here. So I can do like console, do this. Wait, do this. Wait, how do you? Oh yeah, this. And then do this. Get that all set up. So you can see all my shit. How do I... go smaller. Go bigger? Go smaller. Well, you can't make this smaller. Why not? I guess that's fine. My head's not really covering it. There you go. Cool. I just don't think the console's going to... Oh yeah, I guess it'll just stay. So if I try to get the console open here, will it stay? No, see, it opens a new one now. That's annoying. I guess this is the one I want, though. Alright, anyways. So yeah. So we have this. I am not seeing my custom fields, though. Oh, did I? Was I doing it locally? Shit, I think I was doing locally. Alright. Hold, please. Local, local, local. Yeah, I don't know if I pushed up the new custom fields yet to create the trigger path. Yeah, that's right. Here we go. So yeah, so I got this all set up. And now I need the... Oh, I was just setting up the custom cutscene triggers. That's what I was doing last. Alright. So in that case, we got the map cutscene. Yes, I was adding the new trigger. I need to get it out of the for each, though. Oh, no, I need it in the for each. Each cutscene's gonna have its own trigger. Possibly. So in that case, it's not explore point. I don't need this. What matters is if this does not equal false. Explore path. No. In this case, it's called explore cutscene path. What was it called? Explore cutscene trigger. Yeah, right. So here, well, unfortunately, the box is, I mean, the computer is still being fucking slow. Even, yeah, no, I'm not noticing. I mean, I set my my bitrate to fucking 2000 and it's 2400, which is weird. Okay. What is this play button? What are you? Oh, it's the music. Duh. Okay. Okay. So we need the cutscene trigger. Which I guess I could just call trigger, but whatever. Get post meta. This is going to be explore cutscene trigger. That is not the first thing you need. The first thing you need is explore cutscene ID. Yeah, okay. So, in this case, explore cutscene trigger. So if this is is not empty, right? So if this does not equal false, and what I meant is cutscene trigger, not walking path. Okay, so if this does not equal false, then what I want to do is then I need to do what? I need to set these all up. Then I need to set up path trigger left equals whatever. Let's do cutscene trigger explore cutscene trigger, and then what, left? Is that how this is set up? Do I have the database open? I do not. May I have it open? Thank you. Gimme, gimme, gimme. And I need the post meta. I need to shield the data. I also need the most recent meta ID. Alright, here we go. So, explore cutscene trigger. Yeah, okay, so it's just top left, height, width. Got it. Good, good, good. Okay, indexing is done. Computer, come back. Thank you. Why gotta be indexing, bro? Okay. So if that exists, then give me that. Otherwise, womp. Let's do the same for top, height, and width. Alright. Doop doop. Top. Height. Width. And then we'll go top. Height. Width. Very cool. And now we have all the necessary shit. And then this is going to be explore cutscene post name. Right? Right. Perfecto. Yes. That's correct. Same for this one. It's going to be explore cutscene. Right. Yeah. Should be. Yes. Or the character. Is it character actually that I need? Explore character point. Oh. It might be the character I need. Because that's the triggy. No. Yeah, so see, for this trigger, I don't need a triggy. For this one, the path trigger, this is the trigger. So wait, what the fuck is the point of this then? Data trigger true trigger. Yeah, see, I don't need this. The trigger is this thing. You run into it. Oh, it's what it sets off. Okay, then yeah, triggy. This is what I'm setting off, the cutscene. Okay. We good. Okay. So now I think it's outputting something. Let's go ahead and run to the front end and see if it does. This front end. And let's get the console going so I can see what the hell's going on. I don't know how to make this console stay where I want it, but it's going there, above my head. Touch. Alrighty. Let's continue. Now, there should be a trigger right in front of this dude. A big ol' square. I mean, rectangle. Okay, so we have his walking path. He's good to go. We have a path trigger. And another path trigger. Wait, we have 2 path triggers now. Oh, this is just the default path trigger that I should not be showing. I don't know why this is here. This one should actually have values though. For no cutscene trigger map item. Yeah. So this is good. The trigger is for no map item. Yes. Right. No, that's not right. The trigger should be for no. Huh. Why is the trigger coming up as for no? It should be his cutscene's name. Because this is the. What is this? No, this is the map SVG. This is the cutscene itself, which is for no map cutscene, which is the name. Yeah, here's the path trigger. For no cutscene trigger map item. Yeah, and triggy should be for no cutscene map item. For no map cutscene item. I don't know. Okay. Well, first problem is that there's no information in this. So what's going on? These are empty. Let's refresh and see that they do not save. Boop. Correct. No, it's just a position. Oh no, they did save. What the fuck? Why are you so stupid? Okay, so this is not working. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Probably something stupid. It tends to be. Okay, let's go here and let's see what we output in the var dump. In the var dump, we get what? What do we get in the var dump? We get some bullshit. Default map. Where's my var dump? Here it is. Warning, array key in bub. Okay, well, obviously I misjudged what this looks like, so it doesn't have explore cutscene trigger in it. Then what the hell does it have? Show me. It has... Ooh. Here we go. It has an array. And in that array, there's an array. Okay. Oh, I didn't add true, that's why. Idiot. There you go, now it's a single. Okay, this should work now. Doop 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 doop. Castle in view. Calm down, computer. You'll be alright. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Map cutscene. We got this. Is the actual cutscene. And it looks like this is my dude. This is a path trigger. I do not want the path trigger, I want the cutscene trigger. Where the fuck? Where did it go? Oh, okay. Hold, please. Looks like I'm doing... Oh, wait. False equals... Oh, false equals empty. God damn it. I'm so cool. Come on, brah. Hook it up, yo. Alright. Boop. Now we should have an actual trigger sitting there. And we do. Okay. No, look at that. That looks pretty good. Alright, I just need to move it to the left a little bit. Make it a little bit taller. Let's go left 300. Let's make it a little taller. Cool. So, now that we have the little rectangle, the hidden rectangle that I can run into, I can do something with it. Because I'm constantly looking for items, right, that I'm running into. So I can do things with those items based off of their classes and whatnot. Like when I intersect with this item, based off a class, do XYZ. And that's how I am handling all this, basically. Just a lot of overlapping elements causing actions. In this case, I set left to 200 instead of 2000. God damn it. You bitch. Try that again. But you see, I'm trying to create a no-code solution to build levels out. So eventually, once I get the first couple levels, you know, good to go, then I can just use the WordPress setup that I already have in order to create new levels, add new bad guys, change speeds, add magic, add weapons, add more droppables, and make the game, you know, able to be built for eternity. And on top of that, I can use the same functionality for different games. You know? I can make new versions of Orbem video games, you know? Maybe with different storylines and spin-offs. There we go. Okay, whatever. This is good enough to prove my point. So now what I need to do is make what happens when you interact with this. So you see when I run into it, it says engage. Okay. Currently it looks like it's moving him. Oh, I have it as path trigger, that's why. Whoops. I need to change that class. It's not path trigger, it's cutscene trigger. Sorry. There we go. I also... This is not the cutscene's post name. The cutscene's post name should have cutscene. Oh. No, see, character is character. Oh, am I creating that class? Okay, so how am I triggering the cutscene? It's based off of the person. Okay, well, I guess I should just use the person then. Triggy is, yeah. So the same thing. Okay, so here's what we need to do. We need to get into here and see how I'm triggering the cutscene. Engage cutscene, okay. So, if this exists, do this. What? That's it? So if I overlap with an item and the position map cutscene exists, then engage the cutscene. Yeah, see, that's so short-sighted. That is not what I want to do. Sorry, I'm just testing. Yeah. So this is fine, but I also want to trigger the cutscene if the position I run it. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. If character interaction character, I'll say overlap. Character overlapped with as a cutscene assigned to them in the area. Cool. So there'll be two ways to trigger this. Alright, but the other way is boop boop. Trigger cutscene if item if overlapping cutscene trigger item. Cool. So if the box is box me or values me? I always forget. Value is not me. Okay, so box is me. So if value dot, so if true equals value dot class list, oops, class list dot contains cutscene trigger. Alright. So if this is a cutscene trigger, then let's take cutscene triggy equals value dot get at data set dot triggy. right? And then what I need to do, position, where's position coming from? Oh, okay. I wonder if position is correct. I mean, if that'll actually come out. Because what kind of class do we have? Path trigger, map item, custom trigger map item. Nah. Nah. I should just use the Triggy. Oh, Triggy. Let's do const Triggy equals clean class name, and we'll put cutscene Triggy. Alright. And then engage cutscene. That's weird. I heard something in my headphone. That wasn't me. Triggy. Oh, Triggy. Great. Alright, this should work. Let's go. First try. JavaScript. I've noticed that my my main follower base tends to jump on between 12:30 my time and 1 a.m. which is horrible timing because that's right when I'm about to end. I mean, yesterday's stream went on like half an hour longer because I just had so many people coming in and out like towards the end, which I feel bad because I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna leave. I know you just got here, but then again, I do post my schedule, so they should be okay with it. Oh shit. Continue. Okay. Here we go. Everything's loaded. Let's see if the new trigger works. Tell me that's not the most impressive thing you've ever seen. Just kidding. That's pretty cool though, huh? Oh shit. Oh, that's right. I have him triggered after the cutscene. We did it. So now we can create a big cutscene trigger for Solver Send. So let's go ahead and push up that code. And let's close what we can in the browser and stuff like that, because shit be lagging. Oh, now it's good. 60 FPS. Oh, now it's bad again. Anytime I do anything. This is why it's hard to stream like development, because you're using all these programs that are CPU intensive, right? And OBS is the most CPU intensive fucking program ever. I wish they would not be so intensive, but I mean, streaming is intensive, I guess, so that would be asking a lot for it to not be. Alright. While we give it a second to push the code, let's push this over. Trying to fence in the property, but I got 12 acres here. Okay. and thinking about the perimeter, you know, amount of feet of fencing it would take to fence in 12 acres. It's more like 9 acres of usable land. There are a few acres that are like heavily overgrown, that has like trees and stuff like that, and some of it's in a pond and that kind of stuff. So I'd say all in all 9 acres of mowed usable land around the house. So anyways, 9 acres is still a lot. Comes out to be about a little over 1,900 feet of fence. So you can imagine any sort of fencing is gonna be expensive to do the entire property. We got a quote for you know, it's like a vinyl fence. I think this one was, I don't know if it was 6 feet tall, but it was a decent height. And just like a generic white vinyl, you know, sort of plastic fence. It's really sturdy, whatever. Has some slats, has some cool ends, and oh, site's ready. And we got a quote for $150,000. The guy said, "This is the largest quote I've ever written in 12 years of doing fence work." I'm like, the fuck? First of all, I mean, there are massive farms around us, so I mean, they're probably not using the fencing company we were going to, but just saying, regardless, you think, you know, 80 or so acres of, you know, shit needs fencing, then it's always going to be up there, but I don't know. So we are opting for something a little bit less expensive, something actually that looks nicer. It's like an black aluminum fence. Looks a little bit richer, you know. And even so, I mean, just for that, the quote, you know, it dropped by half, but still $70,000-$80,000, right? So now we're thinking about just doing the front half, the front V of the property, like where you drive in, and the fencing, and then doing the rest of it on our own with, you know, just normal steel pipes and chicken wire, you know, something not too conspicuous. That should be cool. But yeah, we want goats. Goats, and we have 4 dogs, so it's like, our black lab is like the main driving force for this shit, by the way. You know, he gets in people's business, the neighbors and shit like that, and it just is no bueno. So yeah, it's important. I mean, this fence is gonna be like 4 feet tall. I mean, it's decent. I mean, a dog or a goat could jump over it if they need to, which I like, obviously, for, you know, what fires or flooding, or I don't know. If they need to get away, they can, which is important to me. But like, it's still a deterrent, right? It's a deterrent for keeping the dog from just running back and forth through people's yards, chasing deer. Yeah, man. There we go. Gimme. These. Alright. Oh, I guess I already had the right width. Alright. Okay. So I'm just trying to get the position that I need, which is roughly, well, I guess I could just do 0 left. Top, I want to do probably close to this, like 2200. But like I'm gonna do the entire fucking area, so top is 2200. Hello. Relaxing epic. How goes it, my friend? What's up? Got your live recommended. Oh, heck yeah, man. Welcome. Well, I am developing a WordPress-based RPG video game. It's being built into my marketing site. It's all vanilla JavaScript on the front end and styling, and but yeah, all the content management is happening in WordPress. So if you know what that means, it's a little trippy for most people to hear that I'm doing this in a WordPress game. Right now, I'm creating cutscene trigger points that I just developed. Basically, an invisible part in the level that when you run into it triggers a cutscene where I talk to this guy here who is pacing anxiously. And yeah, this whole thing is based off of my book series, which is the Harmonian Chronicles. Orbem is the book that I'm basing the game off of. The game's gonna follow the same story, but it'll be a standalone. You know, you can play the game without having read the book, but it might be interesting to, you know, jump into the series if you like the game. How long it takes you to learn coding? Well, I've been a WordPress programmer specifically for about 16 years now. A web developer for 20. So, I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, but I've been working steadily the entire time. You know, I didn't go to college for this. I just took up jobs one by one and just kind of started picking up coding. So, I think by my, you know, 3rd or 4th year, I was probably able to take on most jobs. I wasn't doing really high quality coding standards and that kind of stuff, and I wasn't as back-end heavy as I can do now, but yeah, you know, it takes everybody as long as it takes them, depending on how you learn. I learn by doing, so I basically just take up jobs, figure it out, Google, Stack Overflow, whatever, and just kind of self-taught, learn the languages I need in order to accomplish the jobs. I mean, that's how I got into WordPress. That's what they were hiring for, you know, which made it an easy choice. Yeah, okay. Let's see if that trigger shows up where I wanted it to. Boop. We got this. And this is the path trigger. Yes, that is, but nothing got saved. Why is that? Maybe it doesn't like 0. Hold on. I don't think I set that up like that, though. You should be saving based off of my local environment working. What about you? What are you into? You into programming, or what brought you here? I know I got recommended, but you must be into development of some sort. You a programmer? Or just into game dev? Okay. It is saving. So it should be showing up. Show me. Yeah, look, it's not fucking saving. Why? Why you no save? Salverson, CEO, office map. Wait, this is wrong too. Wait, what is going on? Salverson. This is the cutscene. CEO office. Oh, am I in the wrong fucking one? Damn it. I'm in the wrong one. I forgot I have 2 different cutscenes. Your live got recommended in the YouTube recommendation section. Oh, very cool. Well, then YouTube is doing their job. And I appreciate it. Yeah, feel free to subscribe. This is interesting. I do a lot of shorts on YouTube as well. In A levels. Oh, okay. Very cool. You're studying in college right now, doing IGCSE. I don't know what that is. You want to dive into LEET code. Understand problems. It's good for the brain. Yeah. Definitely. Programming is... I just actually read a study that, you know, I have a big fear of Alzheimer's, right? Because I don't sleep a lot. Because, you know, that's kind of what you dive into when you're getting into programming. You don't sleep a lot. So I've always been worried about Alzheimer's, but I've been reading about the studies, you know, where like bilingual people, multiple languages that they can talk and read and that kind of stuff, they are less prone to get Alzheimer's because they are creating new neurons, neural connections that they lose over time. Just because, you know, making your brain work harder by doing multiple languages helps that. And I just read that programming languages also count. So the more programming languages you understand and are actively using, it's the same as if you're talking, you know, in multiple languages. So it's very good for the brain. You are correct. Which is very cool. And I am actually very confused why my cutscene is... I thought I created a cutscene already for Salverson CEO office. Oh no, I created a person, not a cutscene. Duh. CEO office. There we go. I did not create a cutscene. Yeah, and this is just the Gutenberg editor inside of WordPress. If you haven't used WordPress before, it's just a content management system for blogs. But, you know, I used to work for Disney and Warner Brothers and Universal. I've worked on very high level, enterprise level WordPress sites. So what you can do with WordPress, if you know the framework, is basically endless. Let's talk. Okay. So let's do that, and then let's assign it to the office and Salverson. Boop, boop. Perfect. I also want to learn at least 3 languages that are top spoken in the world. Oh yeah, what? French, English. So you got English. Oh, Spanish and Arabic. I know it's French and English and Spanish, I guess, right? Those are the top 3. I didn't know Arabic was one of the top 3. Alright, I'm gonna let this load. I will be right back. Excuse me for 2 minutes. Sorry about that. Thanks for hanging around. Spanish streamers get like 1 million live concurrent viewers, so that should paint the picture for Spanish people. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, because Spanish is spoken in many countries. Same with French, which is interesting. And then obviously English, but yeah, that's cool, man. You already know English, Urdu, Hindi, and Punjabi. Oh, okay. So you're in India? Chinese. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. There's a lot of Chinese people, so that makes sense. Yeah, because, yeah, I mean, being linguistic is fucking really, like, I mean, you have like a built-in career forever, right? Being able to translate, being able to talk to multiple, people. You could be tour guide, teacher. I mean, just knowing languages is really important. You're from Pakistan? Oh, okay. Got it. Very cool. Well, welcome from the US. Wait, you're from Pakistan. Are you in Pakistan? Or are you like in the US now? Because I was just talking to a guy from Mexico and he just moved to California, for work. But he first said that he's Mexican. So you never know. Okay, why cutscene trigger is still showing 0000? Why? Why are you being a bitch? Oh, I didn't set it up. That's why. What did I say? 2200? Left is 0. Height is 300. Width is like 3000. Let's try that out. Boop. You're living in Pakistan. Okay, cool. Yeah, people in Pakistan have it hard getting work in the U.S. I know there's a handful of companies that just won't work with people from Pakistan. Yeah, if you're multilingual, it's easy to get jobs because you can get jobs anywhere. But yeah, I don't know. Depends on the company you're working for, but yeah, I've worked with a handful of people from Pakistan, from like Upwork and just contractor stuff. But sounds like you're doing a lot, especially being in college and stuff. That's really great. I don't even know half of the stuff you're talking about, which is exciting. But yeah, any sort of programming kind of gets you in the mindset of all the types of programming that you could do. Oh, what the hell, am I hitting that? Oops. Obviously I made this too big. Oh yeah, look at that. It's too low. I need you to be up higher. And also, you're not working, obviously, because the cutscene did not trigger. Let's see what we got. Come on. Take your time. I'm thinking 2000 might be the sweet spot. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. 2000. Alright. There we go. It's good though. It's the right size and height and stuff that I want. But let's see. That's the trigger. Salverson's the person. CEO office. Good. So this is all correct. Unless I screwed up with the slug. But it should be correct. So let's see what we got here. Because if I just walk over, will it trigger the cutscene if I touch him? Because it should. Let me touch you. No, it does not. Okay. Let's see what the actual cutscene looks like. Here's the cutscene. We have the characters, everything's good. We have Salvarson map cutscene, great. This is perfect. Salvarson map cutscene, okay, great. Okay, so here's the problem. It's showing the cutscene name. Wait, but Triggy should be what I'm using, which is Salvarson CO. Okay. So Triggy's wrong. Got it. So I actually do need this to be, in this case, Triggy doesn't, I don't want it to be the cutscene name. I want it to be the character name. Boop. This guy here. So let's replace you. There we go. And let's push that up. And that should fix this. Push. Yeah, all the music you hear in the background are my band's music I've made, recorded. I'm the singer or screamer, depending on what type of song is playing, or keyboards. I played the piano in these songs as well, if there are any. So I don't get DMCA'd, you know, copyright strikes, because it's all my own music, luckily. But yeah, if any song is interesting to you, go ahead and ask. A lot of them are available online. Some of them are inspired by the book, just like the game is. And this is just an instrumental version of one of the songs I commissioned. I tend to work with, you know, musicians to do the instrumentals, and then I just record my singing on it. I'm actually in the middle of recording a brand new cover song, a metal version of Time to Say Goodbye by Andrea Bocelli and Sarah Brightman. It's gonna be good. Alright. Yes. I am definitely hitting the trigger. And while we wait for this... Yeah, I use Flywheel as my host. It's fine. You know, it gets the job done. I like that it connects directly to this local development environment tool. Just allows me to cut out the middleman, not have to set up a deployment process through GitHub with GitHub Actions or anything like that. And yeah, it's just for my own website and a couple other websites, but it's not a lot of work on my end, which is what I like. And you know, the hosts, you know, they have their own staging site. You know, the dashboard's pretty intuitive. And they're owned by WP Engine, so you know, they have a good backing in the WordPress world. Alright, let's flush the cache and see what we got. Now what should happen is I get... This triggers the cutscene. So... Because the Triggy should be the same as the person. It should just be Salvarson map item. So let's try that again. Boop. Pop. Let's double check that the code pushed. Oh, my computer is fucking lagging, man. It did. Okay, so now the cutscene should be triggered when I walk into this thing. Here we go. There we go. It worked. Though I don't have an image set. Oh, that's weird. I did put a piece of text in there. I wonder why it's not showing up. Yeah, it's right there. Huh. What did I do? Do I need more than just one word? Is it not set correctly? Yeah, probably. Let's add a couple more lines. What do you want to talk? Okay. What do you want? Dude, F off, computer. Why are you exploding on me? I don't have anything open. It's the same shit I've had open this whole time. What if the code push blows up everything? I don't know. Maybe. Doesn't look like the IDE is indexing or anything. No. I don't even have that much shit open. Yeah, it's still... The FPS is just so fucking low. It just keeps jumping up and down. Well, we can make it even worse. Let's check the activity monitor. Because I'm pretty damn sick of this. Yep, PHP Storms #1. The stupid Windows Server one is always a pain in the ass. Alright, what about the CPU? This is the one that's really fucking me. Yeah, it's OBS. Just nothing. Nothing you can do. Yeah, I definitely need a better computer for streaming so I can work on shit at the same time as streaming and it doesn't explode on me. I think I talk about this like every stream. Come on, man. Just chill. Alright, let's trigger this again and see if it works with multiple text. It does not. Okay, something's wrong here. Why is this... Does it need a specific... I don't think it does. What do I put in my local one? Let's see. Might as well just explode the entire computer. Go. Locally, we have what? Cutscene trigger. Cut character. We have nothing. Yeah, there's nothing special. Cut character. Salvation map cutscene. Engage. Bin view. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. Wait, this is engage? It would. Yeah, see, his text is showing up locally. Why not me, I say? Oh. Oh, shit, I forgot that. Yeah, you have to add just an engage class on the first piece of text. It's a server thing. So it's right here. Okay, so now... Oh, shit. Cancel. Update. Alright, cool. Yeah, now this will show the text in the cutscene. This is why I need documentation. There we go. Let's talk. Okay, what do you want? To talk. Okay, what do you want? To talk. Great. Awesome. So that worked. So now we can set trigger points for cutscenes anywhere we want. So I can start talking scenes earlier. Or, you know, before you get to the person. Obviously, I kind of want to make it skinnier because in this case, I'm hitting it before I can see him. I kind of want to see him. So let's make the height like more like 100. And I think that'll make it go up, so I shouldn't have to change the height. I mean the top position. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. Yeah, so now he's on screen at least. Let's talk. Okay, what do you want? Let's talk. Okay, what do you want? And let's give him a feature image of this dude. Yeah, might as well. Okay. So now he'll actually have a character on the right side of the cutscene. And I do this because, you know, in RPGs, they always have like a more artistic version of the pixel art character in the cutscene. So I want to have like he's not going to look the same. I'm going to have like a more realistic person, which I already have art for that I could use. What is it? Art. Yeah, like I could use the character art here. These are artist renditions of my characters. Yeah, so like I can use him because that's the main character that you are in the book. I don't have Salverson though. I never made him. I do have Cormir, the other bad guy from Orbem. Yeah. Okay. What do you want? I want to talk. What do you want? Okay. Very cool. Alright. Well, the next thing I wanted to work on was the ability to move the character, me, the main character, in different points of the cutscene. So like, if you trigger a cutscene, I want to be able to make my guy walk to a position. Or at the end of a cutscene, make my guy walk to a position. So I can kind of make the cutscenes more theatrical and move the story along. Because like, if I come in over here, and I'm like, and it says, hey, let's talk. I want to automatically make my guy walk over here to the center. Boop. And then talk. So that's the main use case right now for that. But yeah, let's give this a quick repeat. Let's try the game from scratch. I mean, there's not a lot to go over, but we're going to start inside of a Foresight, which is his old job. So he just got fired. He's all pissed. And he wants to talk to the CEO. And there's the CEO right there. So he's gonna walk up to him. He's gonna be like, hello, you know, hello, hey. And then after he's done doing his talk, the CEO walks away to his office, which I need to reset the positioning. For some reason he's walking off through a wall. And then I'm going to be like, okay, cool, let's go meet him in his office. So that's where this is. Boop. So now I'm going to go to the office. Now I'm in the office. Now what's going to happen is you're in his office. You're going to walk up and you're like, okay, fine, I'll fucking talk to you. And then boop, we'll start it and we'll have the whole talk. And then after this finishes, he'll go to a new area, which will be Thyrus. That's the secret research facility that he ends up working at. And we're good. And then I'll kind of get us started in the actual game where he's gonna start trying out his punching, collecting things, you know, his ability to transport. So one thing this game already has is I can transport. That's what this little blue bar is here. So if you hold shift and click anywhere on the screen, I can transport my character there. Because that's basically, you know, the main power of the main character. He invents personal wormhole transportation. That's the main plot point of the story. So boop, he can transport anywhere he wants. And once he runs out of power, it slowly starts to recharge. So you can't just like spam transporting whenever you want. It takes a little while for it to come back. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make this a stopping point. Tomorrow I will work on the auto movement for my character, and then that should basically button up this initial intro scene, and I should be able to create Thyrus, which I don't even have a map for yet. I need to make that, so maybe I'll do that in the next time after we finish. But yeah, I stream between 11 and 1, usually EST. It's a little early. I usually end up streaming a little late, but in this case, I started right on time, so I think I'm okay. Get some sleep tonight, which would be great. But hey, if you're still around, Relaxing Epic, I really appreciate you jumping on stream. You know, I hope you subscribe to YouTube, or you come follow me on Twitch and hang around some more. And you know, I'm always open for talking about your journey into programming and college, and if you need any tips about the industry or jobs in general. I've had many, worked with many people, and yeah, I think with that I will say goodbye to YouTube. Thanks everybody, catch you in the next stream.